Do you have a prescription for that?
No, sir, I don't even know what that is. Like, like ever since I love when you said I do weed, I ain't never did weed.
You tested positive for another controlled substance.
On Conroe.
You tested positive for another controlled substance.
Judge, he denies taking anything. Can we retest him, please? I know you're on Monday, Thursday.
Also, naloxone is Narcan, Your Honor. That might have been administered at the hospital during the system of events.
No. This is something that's not Narcan. It's something that's different. This is something that is a controlled substance that you put under your tongue to prevent withdrawals. It's buprenorphine.
Is that something that may?
It's something that you need. It's a very controlled substance that you would get from like a.
May that have been administered in this hospitalization? Because we had.
Then it would have showed up at the last time.
I don't know.
Rachel, when did we test him last?
Last week.
On last Tuesday, right? What showed up on that test? Just marijuana, right? That's it. You're taking something and you're trying to evade from us. What is it?
No, I ain't taking nothing ever since. Like stuff under my tongue, no. I ain't never taken nothing, something like that before.
What else are you taking?
Sir.
If you are not honest with me, I'm going to put you in jail right now. That's it. You tested positive for something else.
He said THC the first time I was there, he said BUP or something. I asked him what that was. It was like some like pill or something. In the hospital, when they was giving me some medicine, like they was putting something like clear stuff in my veins and stuff, like some drugs. Like they was doing that. I ain't taking nothing else since.
That would have shown up on the last drug test.
Are you on any other medication since being released from the hospital?
No, sir. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But when I left, they had gave me some recently.
Last time I was here.
Miss Kavita, I told him that there was absolutely no tolerance, strict compliance. If you tested positive for something else, that I was going to keep you. You've now tested positive for another narcotic. You can't tell me what it is.
I don't even know what it is. I'm telling you, like, I'm honest. What it is, Your Honor.
Suboxone is a mixture of.
I know that, but it's a prescribed substance. You cannot take that without a prescription. You just can't. And he's denying taking anything, but I have a positive for another controlled substance.
You said that. You test again today.
Judge, if you would be okay with me talking to his mom and getting a list of his prescriptions that he.
Yeah, but I'm going to keep him. I'm not letting him go. No, I'm not going to let him kill himself. I'm not going to do it. You stay with me. That's it. I'm not going to do it. You almost killed yourself one time. I'm not going to do it again. I told you. Will you reach out to mom? We'll roll it to tomorrow. But I told him absolutely strict compliance. I didn't care. And now another controlled substance is in his system.
I know Chief and I spoke last week about an offer, so let me revisit.
Oh, I'm not letting him plead guilty just to get him out so he can kill himself out there. I'm not going to do that.
saying that, Judge. I want to revisit our offer to see if they want to maybe do a deferred or something so he can be monitored as opposed to a time period.
You know, I guess we'll do the same thing with Bonilla, like a TRAS to see what.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I was.
You know, but you know, Kavita, I mean, did you hear about what happened the last time?
I did. I was here.
Yeah, she was here.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
My only concern with what he was tested positive with, that's not like a straight drug or like a fun drug. It's like an opiate.
To reverse an overdose.
It's really just that. So if he's testing positive for that, I know the first test didn't show up.
But that's something that you can't just.
I know, but on the first test, like, it doesn't show up on a normal test. It shows only if you're testing for that. That's my concern with something like, because I've dealt with Suboxone or whatever in felony, all these PCSs that people are on, like
Yeah.
PCP and stuff.
Sure.
Like, I've dealt with that. And the only time they show up is if you're specifically tested for that. So I'm not sure, I don't know the details of the first test, but my concern is that.
We did the same test last week that we did just now.
I mean, that's fair.
And it didn't show then. Like, I'm not, I don't want to put him in jail just for shice and giggles, right?
Yeah.
But
My only concern is that we're putting him in custody for something that he may actually need. I'm not sure. I don't know. If it's-
oh, no. Now
Yeah, right now.
he's going to dry out.
Well, yeah, sure.
Now he's going to dry out. But
Let's say he has some kind of like serious withdrawals, they're gonna give him the same thing in custody.
I know he's protected now.
Yeah.
Right. He's not out there on the street doing whatever he wants to self-medicate however he can. How's he getting it? Where is he getting it?
Yeah,
How much is he taking of it? You know?
I don't know, yeah, these are things I don't know.
Are you going to overdose because you take too much? Right? He's already nearly killed himself one time.
We're not medical, but I did the same thing. I did a brief search on it and I can see that it is something, it's an opiate for withdrawals that
Yeah,
doctor may.
I know you can't go to Walgreens and get it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, you can, but you need a doctor's prescription. And then not only that, but it's so severely controlled by what is it, the FDA,
Yeah.
that they really come down hard on the doctors who prescribe this, and they micromanage the hell out of them so that they don't overprescribe, like what has been happening with the oxy crisis.
I'll talk to
So
his mom.
he did today, he took a lab and a pop. So if you want, the lab will come back within 7 to 10 days and they confirm everything that's in the system. The pop.
Yeah, no, I mean, do it, but I don't know whether he's going to be in there within the next 7 to 10 days, but
Well, they've been holding off till.
I'd like to know, obviously, I'd like to know everything that's in the system, right? But I'm now scared to let him go.
They sent the lab off to be tested. So he did the presumptive positive today and then the lab will
So
come back and
you
confirm.
please reach out to mom tonight.
Right.
Perhaps we can talk tomorrow. I don't know if she's willing to come, but I know that she works. Please let her know that she can zoom in, so I don't want her to miss work.
She did give Michael his paperwork that you also looked at, and I'm sure it includes the list of medications that were administered at the hospital.
But I asked him just now, are you taking anything? And he said no.
Okay.
So he's lying to me, obviously, about something.
Doesn't know that was administered to him because he was I think unconscious on a ventilator, right?
It wouldn't stay in your system that long, and then it wouldn't be a negative on Tuesday, and then it shows up positive now. Right?
I'll double check with
I
them.
mean, just common sense,
Okay. And do you want a TRAS before the plea?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But let's, I guess, reach out to mom, please. Let's talk tomorrow
Okay,
and
we can do that.
see what she has to say. Perhaps she has more news. Perhaps she can shed some light, but I'm scared to let him out. At least now I know I'm not gonna do something that's,
Buprenorphine to be able to even argue, but I do know I'm not a doctor, but I will look into it.
but you are a doctor in a manner of speaking.
But you need a prescription, but the hospital, I guess, could have
You need a
administered it.
very, 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 you need a prescription. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Nothing, you can even run to Walgreens or anything and get.
Absolutely not.
So it's a synthetic opioid.
It's an opioid.
Yep.
Hey, Mr. Clark,
Straight opioid.
so mom's here. I told you when we were first here that, you're lucky to be alive. Number one, they gave you a lot of drugs to counteract what you had taken to keep you alive. And I told you that if you wanted to remain out in the free world, that strict compliance was necessary, absolutely necessary. You told me that, okay, I'm going to do that. Right. You've now tested positive for an opiate. I don't know where it came from. I don't know what you Well, I know what you potentially took. I don't know how you got it. I asked you to be honest with me, and you told me you haven't taken anything.
Sir.
Test is not going to show up unless you take something, right? The problem is, where do we go from here? And I don't know if I can trust you to leave you to yourself. I tried. I don't know if I can. And, you know, but the deeper part of this is that, you know, why? Why take all this? Why are we doing this? Are you escaping something?
No, sir.
Everybody says no. Everybody runs until they hit something, right? Until they hit rock bottom, until they do something catastrophic to where they can't recover from. And we want to find out what that is before that happens, before you do irreversible damage. You did damage now. You nearly killed your kidneys, Mr. Clark. The report that I have here says you nearly killed your kidneys. They gave you a drug to give you cognitive awareness because you had no cognitive awareness. They gave you a drug to wake your brain up because it was all but gone. Why? You can run, you can hide, but you can only do it for so long. At some point, you're going to do something that's irreversible. I was talking with your mom, right? And she was not with you at the time. You were with your dad or out in dad's house, and we don't know what's going on. All I know is that you're testing positive for opiates. I truly don't know where to go from here. I don't know. But if I leave you on your own, you're liable to kill yourself. You tell me no, but the test says something different.
Ever since I live, I ain't take none. Ever since I live, I'm like open. I don't even know where I get. I don't even know what that is. Like, what you say it's a drug? I ain't take no drugs since. When I was at my dad's, I've been in the house since I was over there. I ain't take no
How is it
drugs.
possible that you test positive for an opiate when you didn't last week? Logically speaking, there's only one conclusion that we can reach. It just doesn't puff up and show in your system. It doesn't. It has to end up in your system from some way. Somehow it ended up in your system.
This wasn't on the test last week.
It was not. Last week, we tested him on the 13th. The only thing that tested was marijuana. Now we have marijuana and an opiate. And he just says he's adamant about nothing, but of course. Shh.
Because this is the state of Texas that you're talking to, right next to you, Georgia, the judge. I'm just your mom that had you. Under these type of circumstances, this is where you need to speak up and fight for your life. Because I don't know. I'm not a psychic. I can't defend something I don't know. You don't communicate with me when I always try to communicate with you. This is the time to be honest. It's not a game. You at the end of the road right now.
Yeah. You could look, you can be a closed book for only so long. At some point, you're gonna have to break open. You can't live like this. It's gonna be a miserable life. You know, a happy life is one that you're honest, you're open, you talk to people because that's what you do. You have to have a conversation, you have to speak. That's what love is about. Love is about having open relationships that you talk, you nurture, you speak how you feel because that's how you feel better in life. You know, we all have shitty days. We all do, right? The only way to get better is to talk about it and to open up. And I'm okay if you don't want it with me. It's fine. I get it. Like, and the reality is that there's so many people here as it is. Right. I get it. But I'm going to send someone to talk to you. And I'm not letting you out until you're honest. Look, I'm not asking you to talk to me right now. You don't have to. But I'm going to have you, I'm sending someone to talk to you. And I want you to be honest with them about everything. Because that's the only way we are going to get to know Javion Clark. And until we get to know Javion, it's going to be a miserable ride. You don't, and you know, you don't have to open up to me. You don't have to open up to mom. Perhaps someday you will. You know, who else in this life is here for you but her? No one else is here for you. I'm here. You're here with me because I'm forcing you to be here. She's here on her own free will. I'm sure that there are so many other things that she'd like to be doing right now. She's selling a house. She needs to be there, not here. The only person that will unconditionally love you is mom and perhaps a dog. No one else will. So if you don't want to open up to me, that's okay. I get it. You know, open up to the person I'm sending to you. Until you do, I'm not letting you out.
I can't get another I can retest it. Like come on, one more time, like if it show up again like this, I'm like, I'm telling I ain't take nothing else. I'm being honest right now. I ain't take none of the opioid, no, I ain't take none of that. Cause like, you sent me twice down there to get tested. I did my first piss test, but like, you can take that one. Like, is that gonna show the opioid song? Cause like, I'm telling, I don't know what that is, but I ain't take it. But,
Regardless, I'm sending someone to talk to you. Toria, how long can we get for the TRAS?
The 21st.
It's 2 days.
It's 2 days. It's as soon as I can get. And then once I get it done, you think we can get the results that day? Next day?
Preliminary recommendation.
Okay.
It's probably on the report.
Can we do a drug test in the jail? Stephen?
I haven't heard of it.
I haven't had a feedback yet. I've never heard of it being done, but doesn't mean it's not a possibility. I've just never heard of it. I don't think the clinic even has the capabilities.
I'm scared to let you out. I'm being honest with you. I'm scared to let you out. I'm scared to leave you by yourself. I think that I'd like to get a TRS done. and then we'll go from there. And then I'm gonna have someone talk to you. If you're not honest, then I'm gonna set it for the next day, and we'll keep doing it until you're honest. And when I get it, I'm gonna read it, I'm gonna show it to mom, and we're gonna read it together, and with, of course, with Mr. Slider, and we'll see where we go. Don't be a closed book.